Welcome to HomeKit 5. I'm Josh.
I'm Brayden.
This week is going to be the Eufy edition. We're going to talk about the UVCam Pro. We're going to talk about the Eufy video doorbell getting something. And then we're going to talk about some rumors. Let's dive into it. So it looks like yesterday the UVCam Pro leaked out within the Eufy app. I don't know if this was on purpose or accidental, but it did show up as a camera. We don't know anything other than the name at this point. Modern Day Tech had spotted it first. Currently we have the UVCam 2, the UVCam 2C. They're like the two kind of outdoor versions. They come with the home base, and you get usually two cameras in that pack, and then you can buy them as an add-on. They are, as far as cameras go, they are a little pricey, but I love them. They've been great. We've had them on the front of the house. I know you guys would probably get tired of hearing me talk about those, but they're one of my favorite things. I don't know. I kind of wonder, it's all speculation at this point. Like, what are we going to get with the UVCam 2? Do you have any thoughts there?
I
Or
think
UVCam Pro?
I think it would be interesting if they were to potentially ditch the home base, add some onboard storage onto the actual cameras.
Yeah, which they have been doing, right? So the indoor cams have the storage right there. It's not, you don't have to have the home base for that. You do, however, have to have the home base for the video doorbell. So I don't know. I kind of wonder. Well, I guess it's not required to have the home base for HomeKit, right?
Yeah.
Clearly, we're gonna have these indoor cams with HomeKit. That's interesting. Could be 2K, right? That's what we saw in the indoor cams. We also saw a sound sensor, which I would love to get access to. I don't know. I wonder if I don't think they have a light sensor. They have a motion sensor. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty excited about this, especially if you can get it in the standalone version, since we already have a home base. So if it requires a home base, can I just get it standalone to add to my current home base? If it doesn't even need a home base, that's also interesting because it seems that the home base has a limitation of streaming one camera at a time with Eufy. So I don't know. It's exciting stuff. I wonder what the timing is on this, because it just kind of showed up in the app.
Yeah. Eufy video doorbell. It's gonna hopefully get HomeKit functionality by the end of June.
Yeah, and if you're not aware, it has a 2K sensor on it, and it also has 4:3 format instead of 16:9. But like I said, it does come with the home base, and right now they don't sell it without the home base. It's kind of one of my gripes at this point. I'd love to add this, but I already have the home base. I don't need a second home base. I don't want a second home base. I already have this thing stashed away somewhere and plugged into the network. Don't need another network device necessarily. Ideally this thing would just connect to the one that's already existing. So, I'm interested to see one, when they get this thing without the home base, and then two, when they add it to HomeKit. But honestly, most of the time I get the alerts from the Eufy app and just open the Eufy app. So I'm honestly I would love to have the HomeKit so I can do some automations with it as well, but that's not necessary 100% for me. I think even just having it in the Eufy app would be nice and helpful. Obviously, the motion sensors, you want to do some kind of automation on that. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I wonder if it would have HomeKit secure video functionality.
Yeah, I don't know. They don't really say in this article from HomeKit News. Guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
Next month. All right. Lastly, let's talk about... my iPad's being terrible. We're going to talk about the Apple TV. There are rumors that a new Apple TV will be coming out, and it could be any day now. So I actually did not follow this person prior. John Prosser. Apparently, he's leaked other stuff before. He's saying that it's gonna be a 4K model coming in a 64 gig and 128 gig option, and it will come with the A12X, which I think obviously, like, given the big push for Apple Arcade that they were having a couple months ago, I think this would really be interesting to see in the TV space with that updated chip, right? So this is the same chip that was in the 10S. I think you looked it up today, right?
Yeah.
You said the 11 has the A13 now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the A12X, I don't know. This is kind of interesting. This is the same chip that's actually inside this iPad. And it is definitely a powerhouse of a chip. So he did report the codename was Neptune T1125, and that's also the same model number that showed up in that leak that we saw from 9 to 5 Mac, or from someone, and 9 to 5 Mac had kind of gone through a lot of the TV OS and iOS leaks that had come out. So who knows? I think this looks super interesting to me. I would love to see, you know, I don't know. I'm bullish on Apple TV. I think it's a great device, and you know, if we're starting to see tvOS and HomePod OS start to come together, you know, hopefully we're gonna see more functionality as far as like having your Apple TV almost act as like a shortcuts server. I don't know. I think just having more power on this device seems super interesting to me.
Definitely. Oh man, onboard storage up to 256. No, 265.
No, they threw cold water on that.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, they're saying it's gonna come in the 64 and the 128. You know, honestly, I don't even know. Like, I don't even pay attention to the Apple TV and how much storage it has. I think we have one that is the 64 gig version is the upper end right now, and the rest are 32s. And I don't even know, like,
what are you putting on there that's that big?
Yeah, I don't even manage the storage on that thing. Like, I've not even looked at it. Like, does it preload the movies? I just always assumed it just streamed them, and we just have fast internet. I don't know. Yeah, interesting stuff. So I'm excited about that, and I'm also excited. Like, WWDC this year was not canceled, but they changed the format, and it's gonna be 100% virtual. So I'm kind of excited about that too. I think a lot more people will be able to attend and watch these talks, and they won't have to wait a while to see them. So I don't know. I think I might sign up and try to attend this thing this year. Thoughts?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think that'd be fun?
That would be fun.
All right. Maybe we'll do that. Let's see. You want to check the iTunes reviews and see if we got anything new? As always, I want to say thank you for watching, for listening. If you're watching, hopefully this looks even more slightly different. We've added a big key light here. It's an actual photography light. And we're going to continue to tweak this setup. We still have to paint. Haven't had the time to do that. We've been working on other house projects and our quarantining. And then, yeah, I guess, any reviews?
Nope.
Come on, guys. What's our rating at?
4.5.
4.5? Is that what we were last week?
Mm-hmm.
And we have the same number of reviews as last week?
Yep.
Come on. There's a couple ways you can help us out. As always, one, leave the rating. Look, Brayden looks disappointed if you're watching. He looks very, very sad. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so leave us a review. Hey, we'll read it on air. And then also just telling other people about this. We don't really spread the news around a lot. So if you want to post this on Reddit, on Twitter, wherever, super helpful to us. We just like to engage with people. We've had a couple people like leaving comments on YouTube. We totally appreciate that. And I've been trying to respond to those now. Someone pointed out last week that window and glass break sensor is an insane price. And I agree. And then we had, Oh goodness, now I really want to look it up. We also had someone reply to us about the modern day tech. He had left us a comment about the Aqara switch, and he said if you get the double rocker, even if you don't hook the second rocker switch up to like a actual light wiring, you can still use it to control other devices through the Aqara, right? So it becomes a switch essentially. So that's super interesting as well. So loving the comments. Keep it up, guys. And we will see you next week.